Welcome to class. Today we have Reformer on the mat. Reformer is an incredible classical Pilates apparatus. It's probably the most well-known thing in Pilates, maybe other than the teaser exercise. We're going to take those Reformer exercises that we know and love and bring them to the mat. So let's jump right in and start with footwork. So for our mat version, setting up for toes first. Hands are going to stack one on top of the other behind the nape of your neck. Elbows are going to be wide, but you should still be able to see them in your periphery. From here, you'll bring your heels together, toes apart, and open your knees just to the width of your shoulders. From here, you're going to point the toes, because we're fancy today. Head, neck, and shoulders will rise into your Pilates curl just to the tips of the shoulder blades. Now 5 times we stretch the legs out long, keeping the heels together, and bend, bring them back in. And stretch out long, chest to thighs, thighs to chest, pull in. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. We move to the arches. You zip the legs together like they're one leg. Point the feet so we have long tops of the feet, almost like we're a bird on a perch, hooking over that imaginary Reformer foot bar. Once again, head, neck, and shoulders rise. We go 5 here. Wrap the inner thighs. Feel that rotation so that the knees stay pointing to the ceiling. Nice glued legs, lots of inner thighs, lots of connection to the center line. Last time. And lower down. Final movement in our footwork. We move to heels. Flex your feet. Pull the big toes forward and the pinky toes back. Imagine there's a floor underneath you. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, and let's go 5 for flow. Stretching out and bringing it in. Feel the heels drag through an imaginary puddle of mud. Feel the hamstrings activate. Last time. Lower everything down. Hands are going to come along by your sides for tendon stretch. Legs are going to come up to the ceiling. You'll flex your feet. If the legs can't go straight, soft bend of the knees, totally valid. From here, we flex our feet and roll through and point your feet. 4 more times, like little roll-ups for your feet. Try to get the toes to curl last. Last time. Knees come into your chest. This is your calm before the 100. Arms come up to the ceiling. Imagine that you're holding your Reformer arm handles. Press your arms down to float by your hips. Find that resistance underneath the arms. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Legs come to your working level, and let's go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thinking that we're holding the arm handles. Reach the fingertips long. Keep the collarbones wide. And then curl through that width. Feeling that resistance in the triceps. Exhale. 4 more times. Don't forget to breathe. 3 more times. And exhale. Nice big vigorous pumps. Keep those heels glued together. Last time. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your knees in. Lower back down. From here, let's lengthen the legs long, setting up for our roll-up tree single leg circle variation. Flex your feet. Think about what we just did with heels. So find that same connection to center line. On your next exhale, you roll through your 100 position all the way up to seated, reaching past the toes, drop the head, pull the waist back, and then take it back down nice and controlled. 2 more times. Really tease the way down. This last time we'll hang out at the top. Reach forward and then stack your spine up to tall. We set up our tree variation. Your right leg is going to bend. Hands come to the back of your thigh. Sitting nice and lifted off of your sits bones. Think thigh to chest, chest to thigh. The leg will float and then we'll limber it up. Extend it long in front of you and bring it back in. 2 more times. Last time, reach and hold. Walk your hands up to your thigh, calf, or ankle, wherever you are at today. and then pull a little bit down on your leg to open your shoulders. From here, we find our C curve shape, forehead towards knee, pulling the waist back. Now we plant the tree on the ceiling, keeping the hips square, keeping that connection to center line. We climb down our tree, light grip on the leg as we lower down for 3, 2, 1, and then we climb up. Find a little bit of internal rotation with that leg long on the mat. We want that attraction towards center line. This next time we hang out and set up our single leg circle. Arms come long by your side, slight external rotation of the ceiling leg. We go across, around and up. Inhale across, around, exhale, lift up. One more time in this direction, and then we reverse. Swift but precise. Try to keep those hips still. Last time. Leg comes up to the ceiling, hands come gently behind the thigh. You climb your tree up to seated. Now from here, pitch your shape forward, flatten the spine, send your leg long, present your tree to the roaring crowd. Big stretch. And then lower down, shake it out. We go to the other side. Hands come behind the thigh, sitting nice and lifted off the sits bones. As the leg extends, we don't want to sink away, so we grow taller as the leg extends and bend it back in. And lengthen and bring it in. Last time, lengthen and hold. Hands come up the leg. Square your hips, find your round shape. We pitch the shape backwards. Keep that connection to center line. Now from here, light grip, you climb down your tree and climb up your tree. 2 more times. Keeping that sense of opposition, that stretch and split between the legs. Last time we come down and set up for our circle. Leg comes up, we go across, around and up. Inhale, across, around, exhale, lift up. One more time in this direction, and let's go to the other side. Inner thighs. Lots of work in the inner thighs in this series. Hold here, light grip behind your leg. You technically should be able to do this without the help of the hands. So think about that as you roll up. Climbing up your tree, and then holding on to the leg, pitch the shape forward. Nice length, nice stretch, nice lift. And then lower down, shake it out. Meet me lying down on your mat for our series of 5. We're gonna combine a lot of different exercises here, so it'll be super fun, but bear with me. For our single leg stretch variation, it's gonna look like your traditional coordination on the reformer with a change in the legs. So with the knees into your chest, bend at the elbows, keeping the triceps down to the mat. Feel the arm bones spiral backwards so that the collarbones stay wide and you feel the back squeeze a little bit. From here, you curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Now arms press down to the mat, your legs reach long to your high diagonal. From here, bend your right leg in, single leg stretch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Bring that left leg out so that you're in your hollow body position. Bend your knees in and bend your elbows. One more time like that. Stretch out long. Now the left leg comes in and switch, and switch, and switch. Take that right leg long, hold. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. They don't call it coordination for nothing. Moving on to our double leg stretch variation. This is going to be our backstroke from the long box on the reformer. Bring your hands to a salute position right at your eyebrows and curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. You don't get to lower down for the next 3 repetitions. Now choreography, arms and legs reach to the ceiling. They open the width of the mat. Circle down and around, hands come to the tops of the thighs, reach for your toes, and then bend everything back in. From here we go up, open, circle down and around, reach, 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 and bend, bring it in. Last time up, open, circle down and around. Maybe you reach so much you find a teaser, holy moly. And then with control, lower everything back to your start position. Lower down and shake it out. We're gonna take inspiration from leg circles for our lower lift. So meet me with your hands once again stacked one on top of the other behind the nape of your neck. Legs will come up to the ceiling, tailbone stays down. So if a bent knee is necessary for that, totally valid. Head, neck, and shoulders rise to the tips of the blades in your Pilates curl. From here, the legs open, circle down and around till they meet, and then lift them up. The lower they go, the more challenging this is. Keep the heels glued together as they lift up. One more time in this direction. Pull with the abdominals to pull the legs up. Now we reverse, lower, open, circle around and lift. Lower, circle around and lift. Last time. And lower, down. We are done. Keep your hands behind your head. Final crisscross variation here. We're gonna take inspiration from frogs. So bringing those legs into that heels together, toes apart position, knees open the width of your shoulders. Now from here, you're gonna curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and keep them there. As you stretch the legs out long, twist to the right. And then come back in through center, pull the legs in. And then twist. And bring it back in. And twist. And bring it in. Try to keep those heels on the same line. You have 2 more. Last time. And we are done. Rock your head side to side. Let's keep moving. Moving on to our extension series. We're gonna start with the traditional Swan. That's gonna give homage to our Swan on the barrel for reformer. And then we'll move into our other long box exercises that revolve around extension. So coming to lie down on your abdominals, or as I like to say, assume the face plant position. Separate your legs as wide or as narrow as you'd like. About mat width apart is a great place to start if you're not sure. Stack your hands. Bring your forehead to your hands. From here, we move into our Swan. Abs up, pelvis presses evenly into the mat. You lift your hands, head, and heart up into your Swan. And just hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. Keep the spine in neutral. Keep the gaze slightly past the front of your mat. And lower back down. From here, make fists with your hands. Punch right underneath your armpits. This is our pulling straps variation. Legs can zip together if you'd like. Plug the shoulders down your back and hug the elbows towards the rib cage. From here, you lift up into your Swan position. Now we want to work a lot of lift here. Pull your arms back behind you. Lift with the triceps, keep your fists. Now bend at the elbows. Can you create enough space for your knuckles to clear the mat and come back down? Fun little challenge. Let's try that 3 more times. Lift your abs, pull back on your imaginary straps, lift the arms up a little higher, and now bend at the elbows, bring them back to the mat. 2 more times. And bend. So it's a little tricep press as well. Last time. And bring it in. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. We move into our T-press. You lift up into your little Swan here. Arms come out to your sides like a T, keeping the fingers together. Now reach the pinkies towards your hips as you pull your arms back behind you, lift up a little higher. Keep that lift as you return the arms to your T position. I'm getting ahead of myself. Press back, T-press, and bring it back down. 1 more time, and bring it back. Bring your hands down to the mat. Press yourself back for a quick child's pose. That was a lot of extension. This should feel wonderful. Let's do some short box. Setting up, you'll bring your feet parallel, legs inner hip width distance apart. We start with our round back variation. From here, your hands will embrace your waist with your forearms. And now our round back does not come from rounding the shoulders or pressing the spine back. It comes from lifting up and over. So take an inhale and feel the back of your ribs lift up away from your hips. And on your exhale, draw your abdominals back into that space and hook your rib cage over your forearms. So there's a lot of lift and scoop here, all while the collarbones stay wide. Now from here, we go into our roll down. Tuck your tail, keep the waist drawing away from the forearms as you round all the way down to the mat. When the head hits, maybe the arms come overhead into a bit of extension. They return to your torso, and come all the way back up. Staying round like you're coming under a low ceiling. Let's take that again. Rolling back, keep the shoulder blades down the back. Each piece of your spine lowers down bone by bone in the order that they are, and then come all the way back up. Last time like that. Don't forget to breathe. That was also a reminder for myself. And come all the way back up to tall. All right, from our round back, we move into our flat back. You find your long, tall spine. 2 options for arms. They can come vampire style with the arms crossed to opposite shoulders, or they can come hands behind the head. Now, like a piece of steel, you hinge your flat back backwards, close the front of the ribs, and get longer to lower down to the mat, and then come all the way up in one piece. And hinge back. If you start to feel your spine round, you've gone too far. And come all the way back up. One more time. Take it back now, y'all. And come all the way up to tall. Resituate on your sits bones. Let's move side to side. Staying nice and long and lifted, tip at the waist over to your right, keeping the hips heavy and even into the mat, and come all the way back up. Find this side bend with your rib cage, not from the head, not from lifting the hip. Lift the ribs up and over into your cane shape and come all the way back up. Last time here. Stack the spine up to tall. Right away we move into our twist. Wring out the waist, keep the hips square to the front of the mat, and twist towards the right. Come back through center and then twist to the left. Come back through center. We move right into twist and reach. You twist and hold. Flat back hinge. Come up in your twist and center. And twist. And hinge. Come up. And center. 2 more times. Reach. They don't call it twist and reach for nothing. Last time. Get longer. Close the front of the ribs. Deepen your twist to rise. And center. Bring the hands behind you, shake out the legs. Let's keep moving. Let's give the hips a little bit of an extension with some pelvic lift shoulder bridge. So bring your feet inner hip width distance apart, and to find the right distance, heel to booty for your shoulder bridge, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and reach for your heels. If your fingertips can just graze your heels, that's a good place to start. Pressing evenly into your feet, take a big inhale here. Exhale, tuck your tail and begin to peel your spine up off the mat like a sticker. Long thigh bones, lifting the pelvis to the ceiling, draw the waist down and close the front of the ribs. We find that long diagonal line where the pubic bone and the breastbone line up. Now take it all the way back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tail. 2 more times, take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift up, feel a little bit of resist, feel like you're pulling your heels towards your booty. Can the waist draw back? Can the hips go a little higher? Feel that stretch and extension through the front of the legs, and then lower all the way back down. 1 more time like that, take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. Option to hang out here, or you can add heel lifts. Lift your heels and lower them, keeping the hips where they are. 2 more times. And lower. Last time. Slowly roll all the way down, back to the mat, and hug the knees into your chest. It's time for stomach massage. Be warned, this is not relaxing and it's not a massage. We will be spending a lot of time in our teaser position. If this is not serving you today, modification is to bring the forearms down to the mat. You're gonna work that extension and that engagement of the back and that long flat back here. From here, you just hold this and do the leg choreography. If you'd like to join me for the other variations, we're gonna get started right now. So from here, we start with our round back stomach massage. We find our rolling like a ball position to start. Heels together, toes apart. Now from here, you're gonna release your hands, holy moly. Fingertips tap the mat in front of you as if we were holding onto the carriage on our reformer. Now point your toes. Here we go. Roll the shoulders open. You stretch your legs long out in front of you. Flex your feet, point your feet, pull the legs back in, and take it out long. Flex, point, pull the legs into your stomach. Last time. Flex, point, and bend. Bring it all the way back in. Lower the legs down. We move into flat back. Option to take that forearm variation, or hands can come behind you. Straightish arms. We don't want to hyperextend in the elbows. Fingertips face away from you. Keeping that flat back position, the knees come into your chest. Now from here, the same thing. Point your toes, stretch the legs long, lower, lift, and bend, bring it in. Legs stretch out long. Flex, point, and bend, bring it in. Just one more time. Out, flex, point, and bend, bring it in. Lower down, shake it out. Final thing here, we have our reach. This will be our full teaser, adding a literal twist. So here we go. Find your teaser, either with the hands behind the thighs, or you just kind of pop into it. We're gonna hold here. Now all we're gonna do is from tabletop, lengthen the legs, and bend it back in. And lengthen, and bring it back in. Last time. Now we add a twist. As you lengthen the legs, you twist to the right, and come back through center. And twist, and come back through center. 2 more times. Woohoo! Last time. Lower, down. Open the legs, take a little stretch forward. You made it. Did you enjoy your relaxing stomach massage? Let's get these knee stretches over with. You know, knee stretches are spicy if even instructors don't like them. So we're gonna find a quadruped position here. Shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, lifting the front body towards the back body. Now from here, we're gonna start with a flat back variation because it looks most familiar to us as our plank. So from here, you're gonna send your right leg back behind you and then bring your left leg into your plank position. Your legs will be parallel. Now from here, maintaining your plank position, pull the abs in, bring the thigh towards the chest without changing the back body, and then bring it back behind you. And pull it in, and bring it back. You have 4. Yep, feel the navel slide almost up towards your sternum to pull the thigh in. Last time. Lower the knees down. Take a moment, let's resume that quadruped position. Now from here, find your nice flat back once again. Get ready for that plank. Take your right leg out, bring the left leg to meet it. Now we add a round back here. Pull the thigh in, round the spine, nose to knee, and then come back to your plank. And pull, and bring it in. For 4. And 3, scoop the pelvis. Create space for the thigh to move into. Last time. Lower the knees down. Grand finale, woohoo, knees off. We're gonna work the shape first, and then we can add on the funky stuff. Finding your quadruped position, toes tuck under. Now from here, you find your cat back. So I want you to think pelvis is pressing forward, your thighs are up against an imaginary wall. You wanna find a lot of lift in your abdominals in this position because we want the legs to feel as light as possible. So from here, maintaining that scoop of the abdominals, tuck the toes, slide your thigh bones up into your center to bring the knees to a hover, just about an inch. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. We're gonna take that one more time. Keep the round scoop, slide the thigh bones up. We hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Now we start to add taking legs behind us. Lift up into your knee stretch position. Float the knees. Now the right leg's gonna come back and bring it back down. And stretch the left and bring it in. Stay round and slide it. And in for 4. Woo, and 3. And 2. Last time. We're done. Sit back on your heels, roll your shoulders back. Let's close this out with a little remix of everything really. So from here, heels together, toes apart in your Pilates stance. Nice and long and lifted. Keep the hips over the knees. Imagine that the mat's behind you. We're taking all that work that we just did standing. Pretty poetic. We love Pilates. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head, scoop your abdominals. You might feel light in the heels and a little bit more forward in the balls of your feet. That's good. That's what we're looking for. Walk your hands out into your plank position. Now for your long stretch, you're going to rock back into your heels twice and then send your plank a little bit forward and then rock back and send it forward. 2 more times. And pull through your shoulders. Last time. Pull it forward. Find your plank. Pike your hips up, down dog. Now for our elephant here, lift your abdominals. You're going to walk your feet towards your hands. How much scoop can you get from the center so that you can pull the legs underneath you? How close can the toes get to your hands? From here, drop forward into your forward fold. Big exhale as you roll all the way back up to tall. Roll the shoulders open. Inhale, arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Now we walk the feet back into our front support. Little steps until we find our plank. We move into a little extension variation here from our long stretch series. Roll your shoulders open, send your chest through the shoulders into your upward facing dog position. Option here to lower the knees down. We get a lot of extension through the hips, but I want you to think swan and not back bend here. So really draw the abdominals in and send the sternum back like you're gonna back bend. Now from here, we find our plank position, then our down dog, and then walk your feet into your elephant. Take a big inhale at the bottom. Big exhale as we roll all the way up to tall. Roll your shoulders open. Final thing here, arms come up to the ceiling and take your forward fold. We move into our flowy inchworm. Walk your feet back. Find your plank. We combine everything together. Roll your shoulders open. Find that extension position. Now from here, chin the chest. Roll through your spine. Press back into your down dog. Now from here, lift your heels. Roll all the way through to your plank position. Find that first. Then roll open into your extension. We take that 2 more times. Roll through, lift the abs, press the floor away, and then lift to roll through. Last time. Let it feel good, let it feel flowy. From here, just lift up into your plank. Find your down dog. Walk your feet to your hands for your final elephant. Hang out in your forward fold. Nod your head, yes, shake it no. Inhale, deep bend of the knees. Exhale, roll all the way up to tall. Draw the shoulders back, and you have made it. Great job. That was class. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in more classes like this, please check out my channel. I think it's pretty cool. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay awesome. Bye.